Papua New Guinea, PNG, is a nation of dizzying diversity. Over 800 languages, countless tribes, and a political system that thrives on chaos, coalition shifting, and personal loyalty over ideology. In such a fractured landscape, moments that unify or redefine the political trajectory are rare, but one speech, delivered by Sir Michael Somare, PNG's founding Prime Minister in December 1999 at the Divine Word University, titled "Where Did We Go Wrong?", stands out as a seismic moment that jolted PNG's political consciousness and awareness. As the Golden Jubilee approaches, are we still victims of the same situation? Let's dig in. By 1999, PNG was a nation adrift. Independence from Australia in 1975 had brought hope, but 2 decades later, the country faced mounting challenges. Corruption was rampant, with politicians pocketing public funds, while basic services like healthcare and education crumbled beyond repair. The Bougainville Civil War from 1989 to 1998, sparked by disputes over the Panguna mine, had cost up to 20,000 lives and exposed the government's inability to manage resource conflicts or unify the nation. Economic mismanagement had led to a reliance on Australian aid, and the Asian financial crisis of 1997 to 1998 further strained PNG's economy. Sir Michael Somare, PNG's first prime minister and a towering figure known as the Grand Chief, was no stranger to this turmoil. Having led the country to independence, he served multiple terms as prime minister from 1975 to 1980, 1982 to 1985, and later 2002 to 2011. His decision to speak at Divine Word University at a conference titled "Uncertain Paradise: Building and Promoting a Better Papua New Guinea" was a moment that has etched itself around academic and other studies into the region. The audience included academics, students, and policymakers, and Somare's words were poised to resonate beyond the room. Somare's speech was a raw, introspective indictment of PNG's political class, including himself. Delivered without the polish of modern TED Talks, it was a blunt, heartfelt reflection on the nation's failures. He began by acknowledging the dreams of independence, a unified PNG free from colonial rule with prosperity for all. But he quickly pivoted to the harsh reality. We have failed our people. We have let greed and self-interest take over. Somare admitted that politicians, himself included, had succumbed to personal gain. He cited examples of misallocated development funds, kickbacks, and patronage networks that enriched elites while rural communities languished. This was a shocking admission from a national icon, lending credibility to long-held public frustrations. He criticized the transactional nature of PNG politics, where MPs prioritized loyalty to big men over policy. The constant party hopping and no-confidence votes, he argued, destabilized governance and eroded trust. Somare called for a return to principled leadership rooted in Melanesian values of consensus and community. Somare reflected on the tension between Western parliamentary systems and Melanesian traditions. The Wantok system, reciprocal obligations among kin, had been exploited by politicians to justify nepotism, undermining meritocracy. He urged leaders to balance custom with modern governance. The speech's most powerful moment was Somare's appeal to young Papua New Guineans. He urged them to reject the status quo, demand accountability, and take up leadership roles. "This is your country," he said. "Do not let our mistakes define your future." Somare's delivery was unscripted, raw, and emotional, a stark contrast to the self-aggrandizing rhetoric common among PNG politicians. His willingness to admit fault, rare in a culture where big men rarely show vulnerability, gave the speech authenticity. He spoke in English and Tok Pisin, ensuring accessibility, and his references to Melanesian values, resonated with the audience's cultural identity. Despite its transformative impact, Somare's speech wasn't without flaws or critics, and its legacy is not universally celebrated. Critics argued that Somare's speech was hypocritical. As a three-time prime minister, he had presided over some of the very failures he decried. Somare's speech combined personal reflection with a call to collective action, leveraging his stature to challenge the status quo. However, PNG's unique challenges, its linguistic diversity, weak institutions, and resource-driven economy made the speech's impact both profound and constrained. Sir Michael Somare's "Where Did We Go Wrong?" speech was a defining moment in Papua New Guinea's history. By admitting the failures of the political class, including his own, Somare forced a reckoning that reshaped PNG's political landscape. It inspired reformist leaders, strengthened anti-corruption efforts, and shifted the national discourse toward accountability. Yet its limitations, persistent corruption, urban bias, and Somare's own mixed record, highlight the complexity of change in a nation as diverse and fragmented as PNG. As PNG navigates its future, Somare's words remain a beacon, reminding leaders and citizens alike that progress demands courage, honesty, and a relentless commitment to the common good. On this 50th anniversary of Papua New Guinea's independence, let us honor Sir Michael Somare's bold question, "Where did we go wrong?" by renewing our commitment to accountability, unity, and progress. Inspired by his courage, let every citizen, leader, and community rise to confront corruption, bridge divides, and build a stronger, fairer PNG. Act now, reflect, reform, and recommit to the common good for our nation's next 50 years.